Hey, Diamonds by Design. My name's Kyndel Herbst. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I'm super excited to get to jump on here and talk with you all today. I just want to give a shout out. Sammy saying thank you so much. She shared on my page today, guys, you have an incredible leader. So I am super blessed. I'm in my car and my kids are asleep, so I'm hoping they stay asleep for this. One just started singing the alphabet while she's asleep, so sorry about that. But I'm super excited to get on here and share with you all, share about my journey, my experience I've had with Plexus, and give a few tips. So I joined Plexus in November 2014, and I had my friend Megan Garrity. We were in a life group together at our church, and she had actually talked to me about Plexus 6 months prior to me joining. We sat around her kitchen table. She shared with me about this new journey she was going to start, how incredible it was, how excited she was, and I thought she was crazy. I told my husband afterwards, I cannot believe she's doing this. I cannot believe this is something she's doing. And so, needless to say, my first tip is to be consistent, because let me tell you, Megan was consistent with posting. She was sharing about Plexus all the time, sharing about the fun stuff she was doing, the stuff she was earning. I'm a very red personality, and she shared, sorry, I'm jumping out the car, not to wake them up, but she shared about how she was able to make some pretty decent income in 6 months. And that really intrigued me, along with all the benefits for health, because I desperately needed that. But she posted constantly, and I reached out to her once and asked her a couple questions and told her no thank you, not for me, not anything I'm going to do. And so that was kind of the end of it. And then my husband and I just kept watching. And like I said, I desperately needed the products. I was going through a lot of postpartum. I have 3 young ones. At the time, I had 2 little ones. And I have 3 under the age of 4. So life is crazy. Life is busy. But I kept watching and needed the products. And we had a joke in our house like, oh, Plexus can cure everything. Go get Plexus. But the income opportunity is honestly what kind of sold me, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I used to be a school teacher, but with my husband's job, he moves like every 18 months to 2 years, so I couldn't really work as a teacher anymore. I had to stay home, which I enjoy being home with my kids. I love that, but it definitely made our income much tighter. There was no extras. Our kids could not do any other activities or anything like that, because we did not have the money to do that. So the income opportunity was something that really pulled me in. And so we prayed about it a lot. And finally one day we live in Ohio now, but we're from Kentucky, and we drove home to Kentucky, and we were sitting in the Target parking lot. And I called Megan up and I said, Megan, I'm joining your team. It's completely out of the blue. I probably had not talked to her about it in several months. So guys, keep posting, keep sharing. You never know who's watching you. It could be your next Emerald. But I was watching her. I was looking at everything she was doing. Tamara Holloway is our upline, and I knew who Tamara was before I joined, because I was seeing the awesome things that they were doing together. And so I watched, and once I joined, the next thing, and this is my next tip, guys, get your new ambassadors to an opportunity event, an opportunity meeting. Megan took me my very first week. She's like, hey, I'd love for you to come with me. I'm going to this meeting about Plexus. This is something new. You want to come check it out? And so I went, and it was Michelle and Tim Thomas. If you've watched any of their videos, they do Rock the Pink Live. But we went to their opportunity meeting. And to hear the story of her mom, and her sister was there and got to hear her story. We also got to hear from several other guests. And at the time, my daughter was 7 months old, my middle now. And I stood in the back of the room holding her, just in tears, because I saw the vision and I saw how much these products could change somebody's life. And so if you are not utilizing people to opportunity meetings or getting people on your team to convention. Guys, these events can change everything. And that event changed it for me. I went home, I was ready to share. I had started with just the slim and went home that night and ordered the triplex. Like, things really changed. Things started to roll for me. And I was ready to get out of my comfort zone and ready to share because I saw how much these products were changing people's lives. I saw what a difference they were making in people. And so it was a huge, huge, huge blessing for us. So that's kind of how the journey started. Megan posted 6 months. I joined. She got me to that opportunity meeting, which got me very excited. And then from there on out, I'll be honest, it took me several months to go gold, but guys, I had my blinders on. I was not watching everybody else, and I thought my journey went super quick. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is so fast. And now I see people go gold and people on my team in a month and different things like that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, my journey was so much longer. But it was my journey, guys, and I'm proud of that journey. And I want you all to be proud of yours. Everybody goes at this at a different speed. Everybody goes at this at a different pace. I like what Celeste says. She always says, everybody, she was working on friendships and relationships her whole life. Everybody has something different going on. I started this journey with 200 Facebook friends. 200. And I really wasn't wanting to get out of the house and talk to people. I was going through some postpartum depression. So, I had kind of really closed myself off. So it was something I had to work on. But to me, it was so much fun, and it still is. And so I'm proud of the journey I've been on, and there have been highs and there have been lows. But guys, listen, I sat at Ruby to Senior Ruby for months. And, I was so discouraged because I thought for sure I was going to rank up fast. I thought I was going to be, this was started in the summer, and I thought I was going to be emerald by December, the way my points were going, and I was so excited about that and just on fire. And then all of a sudden things came to a halt, and my points started to not really move forward. We were adding, but we weren't gaining, and things were kind of in a lull, and I was like, what am I doing? What do I need to change? And guys, I'm the type of person that if something's not going my way, I'm going to figure something out. And it took me months, but a lot of personal development and personal growth went into that time. And guys, if you feel stuck at all, dig into yourself, pour into yourself. That personal development, personal growth is going to be huge for your journey. Because when I finally went Senior Ruby, my team doubled. And I went Emerald not the next month, but the following month in April last year. And so, at that time, if I had not had that personal growth, now looking back, I would have not been ready for that jump to Emerald. I needed that time to build myself up as a leader so that I could handle a team that size and I could help train and guide and lead. And so, you need to take a hold of each and every moment of your journey and run with it and share it. And grow from it. We all make mistakes along the way. It's part of being human. It's normal. But learn and grow from them and, move on and enjoy this, guys. It is so much fun. Enjoy it. Enjoy it with your friends. Find people you want to work with and people that you enjoy working with daily. That is the glory of this business. You get to do this with your friends. You get to do this with your family. So, enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. But a couple of tips that I want to share with you all. Be consistent. Be consistent with posting. Like I said, Megan was posting for 6 months. But be consistent with reaching out and following up. So, just a little story. I was Megan's first Emerald on her team. And it took me 6 months to join her. My first Emerald on my team, it took me 7 months to get her to join me. I reached out to her for 7 months. A lot of times I heard crickets, nothing, absolutely nothing. I was growing my business and building my business, but I knew that she would be amazing at this and she desperately needed it. And guys, if we give up on those people, they may never join us. But if you keep following up and reaching out, when it's their perfect timing, they're going to come around. So keep reaching out, keep following up with them. Guys, I poured my heart. I would get so nervous. Like, I don't know if you all get nervous, but when I reach out to people, sometimes it just makes me so nervous. Even after doing this for 2.5 years now, like, I get nervous. And when I would reach out to her, I would sweat. I would be nervous. Like, I would have my husband read it because I wanted it to be really good. I knew she could be amazing. And I'm like that with other people on my team as well, but I share her story because I have permission. But, you know, I reached out to her for 7 months. And once she joined, it was that perfect timing for her. And, you know, she's now an Emerald Ambassador on my team. And so, you know, keep reaching out. Make sure you're following up. And then the third one is build belief in yourself and in your team. We talk about positive affirmations all the time, and I'm sure you all have. And I remember when I first heard Tamara talk about positive affirmations, I was like, oh, this is silly. Like, this is silly. I'm not doing that. But you know what, guys? I actually was already doing it and didn't even realize it. After the point of going silver, I remember telling Megan, like, hey, I'm doing this. I'm all in. I'm going to be an Emerald Ambassador. And so every single day I told myself I'm going to be an Emerald. It's going to happen. And at that point in time, honestly, I did not realize that that was a positive affirmation and that's what I was doing. And that might sound silly, but I wasn't thinking in that direction. But I was telling myself every single day, Kyndel is going to be an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. It's going to happen. And so, guys, whatever your goal is, if it's to be an emerald or if it's to be a diamond or if it's to be silver or gold, like whatever it is, tell yourself every single day you can do it because you can. If I can do this journey, and I started with 200 friends on Facebook and I wasn't talking to anybody else, I was like a hermit crab in my house. Like, you can do this. And so share and build belief in yourself and build belief in your team. Guys, I know when new people join, like, it is hard to believe that this is possible. I know it was hard for me, and Megan poured belief into me and let me borrow some of her belief. And so, guys, give that to your team members. Build them up. Pour that into them daily. Let them know you believe in them and that they can do this and that you're going to be right there locking arms with them right by their... When they join me, that, you know, I am here with them every step of the way, and I go ahead and start pouring that belief into them before they even join my team. So build belief in your team. Build belief in yourself, guys, because I know that each and every one of you all can do this. You can do this. It is possible, and I want to see you on that stage next year, that huge stage at convention. I want to see each of you up there as an Emerald Ambassador because I know you can do it. Guys, let's be in Hawaii next year together. Like, the trip is amazing, absolutely amazing, and such a blessing. And so I want to see you all there, and I know you all can do this. I know Sammy believes in you. We believe in you, and you can do this. But I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Thank you so, so much for letting me get on here. You all have an absolute amazing, amazing leader. I'm so blessed to know her and so thankful for her. And guys, you all are amazing. So have a wonderful day, and thanks for letting me jump on. Bye.